Does your bank account look like this or like this? Does your car look like this or more like one of these? What about the home you live in? Would you consider yourself living a lifestyle of the rich and famous or the middle class bordering on poor? If you want to live a lifestyle of financial freedom, have unlimited time to do whatever you want, and truly live the life you and your family deserve, then you need to pay close attention to this free short video. You're about to discover a little-known secret that people are using to quietly generate millions of dollars every year from something so simple, so common, that it will literally blow your mind. Something that big business has used to make billions of dollars off unsuspecting consumers like you for years, until this day is still only known by about 1% of the population. And the best thing is, if you keep watching, we're actually going to give you this exact system that we're talking about absolutely free. Mind you, this isn't just another get-rich-quick scam. In fact, this has been proven and documented to get consistent results for more than 13,637 people in North America within the past 12 months alone already. In fact, here's what some of them had to say.
This will be a quick shout out to the 30-Day Success Club. I finally got my first paycheck after, trying out your course. So, I'm really excited to, actually be making some money online. Although I didn't make a lot of money yet, I can see the potential. I just got to keep doing, what you are teaching, and, soon I should be making thousands a day.
The 30-Day Success Club changed my life. I finally learned how to make money online, and my lifestyle has changed forever. Thank you so much. Now I can work from home and live the dream that most people can only dream about.
Hi. Now, I never thought it'd be really possible to make money online. And most of the stories that I'd read about and heard were just scams. Now, that was until I came across the 30-Day Success Club. Now, I really know it's possible because I'm living proof it works. I have just received my first paycheck from making money online. And you know what? I think I'll be able to quit my day job soon and do this full time.
In the next few minutes, you're about to hear the amazing true story of a widowed war hero who went from the verge of bankruptcy to becoming a self-made online millionaire using this amazingly powerful method. And she went from dead broke to 7 figures in less than just a few months. Make sure you pay attention because this video may not be online for long. I'll explain why in a moment. But for now, just sit back, relax, and get ready to learn this amazing secret method that will transform your life.
I'll never forget the event that shook my entire world. It was a sunny afternoon on a brisk October day. My daughter Kylie was playing in the other room while I was finishing up putting away some dishes. Suddenly, I heard a knock at the door. When I opened the door, I saw 2 gentlemen dressed in formal military attire. As I made eye contact with one of the men, the other took off his hat and slowly bowed his head. "Ma'am, I regret to inform you that your husband Michael has been gravely wounded in combat. His platoon encountered an IED while on patrol. He didn't suffer, ma'am." The soldier continued talking, but after hearing those words, I don't remember much. The shock from the news zoned me out. I could see his mouth moving, but I couldn't hear anything or make sense of what they were saying after that. My legs began to tremble as I tried to process what they had just said. Then I collapsed onto the ground in tears. It was my worst fear. My husband of 10 years, my sweetheart, my darling, my best friend, my husband, just like that, in a blink of an eye, was taken away from me forever. Hi, my name is Debbie Joven, and in the next few minutes, I'm going to share my incredible journey with you that took me from being completely broke, in the depths of utter despair, drowning in debt, and on the brink of a nervous breakdown, to becoming an internet millionaire and finding true happiness. All within 90 days. In fact, I even documented this journey, and in this presentation I'll prove this all to you, so you'll have no doubts in your mind. If you want to absolutely transform your life, if you've ever wanted to become a millionaire, and best yet, if you've ever wanted to be truly happy without a care in the world, then you absolutely need to stop what you're doing and watch this entire video from start to finish, because at the end, I'm going to give you access to my amazing money-making method for free. In fact, the deadline for you to get this for free will expire on October 27th at midnight Eastern Time of this year. You see, due to the viral success of my students posting about this all over Facebook and Twitter, a national television network has approached me to produce a reality TV show using my amazingly simple methods. Right now, we're in the process of negotiating the contractual details, and the final deadline is set for October 27th at midnight Eastern Time of this year. After this date, I may no longer hold the rights to this method, and I've already heard from the production executives that they plan to rebrand and resell this method for at least $1,997 a person. Pay close attention, because if you listen to my story all the way to the end, I'm not only going to show you how you too can do exactly what I did to become a millionaire, but I'll actually give you access to the same exact system, totally free. As you can imagine, after my husband Michael died, those were some of the darkest months of my life. I was constantly in tears, depressed, and at one stage suicidal. If it weren't for my daughter and the will as a mother to stay strong for her sake, I don't think I would have made it. I'll never forget the day when I was staring blankly out the window. My daughter came up and held on to my fingers with her little hands and said, "Mommy, everything is going to be okay. I know Daddy is watching over us from heaven." I couldn't help bursting into tears. All of the memories of us together came flooding back, and I couldn't hold it in any longer. It had been only 14 days since his passing. What's worse was because of my emotionally stricken state, I wasn't able to focus on work, and eventually my company let me go at the insurance agency that I worked at. That was devastating for me and my daughter. Although I didn't make a lot there, we needed the money to get by more than ever, especially after the death of Michael. You see, my husband had never made much money as a career military man, but I helped out the best I could. The Army assured me that I'd be taken care of after Michael's passing, and to their credit, they sort of at least tried. I received a payment of $100,000 from the U.S. government as compensation for my husband's death, and it was tax-free too. I was hoping that this would be enough to last my daughter Kylie and I for at least the next 3 years. Although I was still deeply depressed, lying in bed for at times 16 hours a day, the $100,000 payment did give me a bit of comfort knowing that we'd be okay, at least for a while. I eventually started to feel better, with the help of my courageous daughter. I was sleeping normally again, eating full meals and starting to feel somewhat normal, when out of the blue I received a depressing phone call. When I picked up, I was informed that there was an outstanding loan owed by my husband, Michael. That's when I remembered that before Michael left, he did give me papers to sign. At the time, I didn't really know what I was signing, because Michael assured it was a procedural thing and wasn't a big deal. And who knew that he'd suddenly pass away and leave me legally liable for his business debt? You see, my husband had owned a small woodworking business on the side. He loved woodworking and working with his hands, and would sometimes say, "Debbie, when I'm done serving our country, I'm going to do this full time." The only problem was that although he was a great husband, he wasn't experienced in starting up his own business. He had taken out loans to get his business started. I had never really pried too much in terms of asking how much money we owed the banks, and he had never really mentioned it to me. That was until the day I was told on the phone that I was legally liable for $85,201.52 worth of outstanding debt borrowed by my husband. I almost dropped the phone. A wave of panic started washing over me. If that wasn't bad enough, I then heard, "Miss Jovan, your husband put the house up for collateral. It would be in your best interest to pay this debt if you intend on continuing to live in your home." I told the cold-sounding debt collector that I would take care of the debt within the next few weeks. Then, I abruptly hung up the phone so I could process what I've just been told. I kept asking myself, how could Michael get us into such a mess and keep it all hidden from me? Michael had never been very good with money, but I never thought he'd allow himself to get us into so much debt. And worse yet, keep it all hidden from me. When I realized that I would only be left with less than $15,000 after paying off Michael's debts, I started to get really nervous. That would only last my daughter and I a few months, or less if there were no more surprises. I immediately cut back on every unnecessary expense I could while I desperately started looking for work. There would be no more going to Starbucks for coffee, no more getting my nails done, no more going out to eat, and worst yet, was no more dance class for my daughter. In fact, having her walk away in tears after explaining to her that we couldn't afford it anymore was one of the most heartbreaking things I've ever had to do. One day, while flipping through the newspaper for jobs, I came across an advertisement giving away free samples of detergent. Growing up, my mother had always been an avid user of free samples, which to me at the time seemed annoying to have to go through, since most of the free samples were only useful for a limited number of usages, and after that you'd run out. But now things were different. Money was tight. Before Michael died, I had never considered hunting for free samples, since it was such a hassle. But times were different now. Now, every penny mattered. First, I noticed a free sample for some $5 laundry detergent. Next, I saw a free sample for frozen dinners. Another $5 in savings. After spending about 20 minutes going through the newspaper, I was ready to go grocery shopping. I spent the rest of the afternoon going through the mall and taking advantage of all the free sample offers I clipped from the newspaper earlier. At the end of the day, I was astonished to find that I had saved $37 off my overall bill, which was a little over $100. That was nearly 40% savings. I was actually pretty shocked to see how much money I could save by using these free samples. I started wondering how much I could save using free samples for other stuff besides groceries too, and also where I could get more free samples. Pretty soon, I became an obsessed free sampler and was discovering creative new ways to get free samples and save cash. I got so good that my friends and family started calling me the free sample queen, and I was able to come up with new and inventive ways to claim free samples multiple times without breaking their terms and services. Even though I was saving money, because most of the time I was getting items for absolutely free, I was still struggling to find long-term reliable work. What was scarier was that we only had about $5,000 left for me and my daughter Kylie. If I didn't find some work soon, we'd be out of money. I had already maxed out all of my credit cards and had no way of paying anything back. This got me depressed and motivated to find a job even more. So for the next few days, I dedicated all my time and energy to look for a job. After a few days of finding nothing and getting 0 callbacks, I was depressed. What's worse was that now I didn't even have the money to buy newspapers to get free sample coupons. That's when an idea popped into my mind. Why not search for free samples online? I was so used to physically cutting out free sample coupons, the thought had never occurred to me to try this. As soon as I started my search, I was amazed at what I saw. I came across a website that had hundreds of free samples that you could literally print out right on your own computer, or even use your cell phone and have the store scan the free sample code right off your cell phone. Instead of picking out 1 to 2 good free sample coupons per magazine or newspaper, I now suddenly had more coupons than I knew what to do with. This cheered me up a little. Even though I hadn't found work yet, I did discover something that was going to save me more money going forward. I bookmarked the site, then continued my job search. After a few more hours, my eyes were getting droopy, and as I was about to give up for the day, I saw an ad in the work from home section. Wanted, customer service rep for free sample website, $15 an hour. My eyes lit up, and I immediately applied for the position. I wrote an extremely long and detailed letter in my application process and told them how experienced I was at finding free samples and why I was perfect for the job. I confidently clicked submit and was certain that I'd get the position. But after 3 days of no responses, I was confused. So I logged into the job search website and looked at the same listing I applied for 3 days ago and was shocked to find that the listing was updated and all the positions were taken. I was really upset and mad because I thought this was the dream job for me. As I clicked away from the job listing site, a sudden thought hit me. Why would these websites that I go to get free samples actually take the time to list all of these samples, spend money to have the site updated on a daily basis, and then at the end of the day encourage users to try out free products without charging access to them? I mean, the free samples on their site were all available to me to use for free, and in fact, many of the sites even encouraged me to share it with my friends and family. And why were they hiring people for $15 an hour to do customer support for a free sample site? I'm sure the site owner would get paid to give away free samples on their website somehow, right? I decided to get to the bottom of this and called their number. I pretended to be a customer who wanted to get a free sample that was no longer available. At first, I wasn't able to get any information out of the customer support representative. She just kept apologizing that the free item I selected was no longer available and advised me to choose another free item. However, I persisted to ask annoying questions and wouldn't let her hang up on me that easily. After 15 minutes of me badgering her that I only wanted that specific free item, the truth finally came out. Out of frustration, the customer support representative said, "Look, I'm sorry, but the coupon you are asking for is expired, and the company behind that free item offer has finished spending their advertising budget on that offer. That is why the offer is no longer valid." That was the final confirmation I needed. I already had a sneaking suspicion that the free sample website was making money to give away items for free, because otherwise, why would they be hiring customer support reps for $15 an hour? What I heard on the phone finally confirmed my suspicions. And it was crazy to think that a company would not only provide free samples, but actually pay a free sample website to literally give them out for free. But why are they doing this? And more importantly, how much money were these free sample websites making? So I did a bit of digging about free sample sites, and what I discovered made me almost fall out of my chair. I came across this article by Business Insider with the headline, "Why Groupon Said No to Google's $6 billion." For those who don't know who Groupon is, it's one of the biggest free sample and coupon websites on the internet. I just didn't know that they would be so profitable to turn down $6 billion from Google. This got me excited, and I had to do more digging. Were these kinds of sites really this profitable? Maybe it was just a super site like Groupon that could pull in the big bucks. After hours and hours of research, my mind was completely blown. Groupon wasn't the only site that was making big money. In fact, there were plenty of smaller coupon and free sample sites that were generating millions of dollars worth of revenue. The more I researched about this topic, the more I was shocked. In fact, Time magazine did a detailed article about why companies pay to give free samples to customers. And what's more amazing was that each year, companies spend billions of dollars on retailers and websites to give away free items to prospects. After finding this out, I was blown away. I just couldn't get over the fact that people actually get paid for giving free items away. Whenever someone claims a free item a website is promoting, the site owner can actually get paid. And it's not like they get paid pennies either. They get paid a lot, with even small-sized free sample sites making millions a year. Groupon wasn't the only site that was offered big bucks. I was confused, but I felt something I haven't had in a long time: excitement and hope. Let me tell you why. I learned that companies are willing to do almost anything to get consumers to try out their goods, go to their restaurants, or simply raise their brand awareness. 84% of all companies have some sort of free item that they offer. These free item offerings are included as part of the marketing budget of the brand. So not only are they giving you a product for free, but they're also paying the company or website that told you about this deal. That's the secret that very, very few people know about. I couldn't believe how big the free sample industry was, not only in America, but all over the world. Free samples saved consumers over $3.2 billion last year in America alone. 52% of all adults claim a free item at least once a week. And it's growing. It's an idea that's getting more popular, not less popular. I spent days researching about this, and that's when my daughter Kylie came up with this brilliant idea. She said, "Mommy, why don't you make your own freebie giveaway website?" That was a great idea. Except for one thing. I knew nothing about programming, graphic design, HTML, or any of that tech stuff. I just really knew a lot about free sample websites. But luckily, I had my older brother Steve. Steve was always a nerd and graduated with a degree in computer science. It was actually Steve who introduced me to my late husband Michael. Once I told Steve my idea, he immediately saw the potential. I told him I didn't have a lot of money and I needed this to work fast. He agreed to help me build my first free sample giveaway website, and the best thing was that he'd do it for free. Over the course of the next few days, we started to plan, build, and test my concept for my very own free sample giveaway website. I took all of the best ideas I saw from the very freebie giveaway sites I used on a daily basis and developed my own version. And after only 3 days, Steve had the first draft of my coupon site ready. This is a screenshot of what it looked like. I was so excited and busy during this process that I didn't realize my savings were down to only $3,000 in my bank account. What's worse was that I still didn't have a job. That meant I only had 2 months at best to survive essentially before my bank account would be zero. I spent the next few weeks studying everything I could about how to attract people to my website and claim freebies from my website. I read every article on Google, read as many blog posts as I could, watched and then listened to every YouTube guru about how to get web traffic to my website. I know that you could pay for advertising to send traffic to my site, but remember, I didn't have extra money to spare. That's why I had to focus and rely on free methods to get traffic to my site. And trust me, it was very exhausting, and I was on the verge of giving up. That was when it happened. I woke up from a long sleep, and I went to my computer like I always did in the morning. I looked at my statistics. I made $20 while I was sleeping. I had only previously been making $4 to $5 for the entire day profit, but making $20 overnight really gave me some hope. It was nearing the end of March, about a month since I launched my website. I looked at the final numbers. I had only made $200 for the whole month. I know this doesn't sound like a lot, but for someone who has never made money on the internet before, it was a brand new concept, and I immediately saw the potential. I told myself, this is just the beginning, and I was right. You see, the thing about giving away free items is that people who claim them want to continually get more of them, since it's essentially like free money. All of those visitors that discovered my website in March were now coming back on a daily basis to look for the newest free items to claim. Not only that, but they were telling other people about my website too. In March, I only had 1,000 visitors to my website and made about $200. And by April 15th, 2 weeks later, I had already made another $500 with over 3,000 visitors. By the end of the month, I had made $1,300. This was great because by then, my savings were down to the last $1,000. By the end of the third month, May, my traffic had grown to over 40,000 visitors per month, and that was enough for me to start earning over $10,000 per month profit. Yes, you heard that correctly. Within 3 months, my freebie giveaway site was making $10,000 a month. Needless to say, by the end of that year, I was no longer worried about money. I was clearing in excess of $100,000 every month. Making this kind of money, it did not take me very long to become a millionaire. I can't tell you what it feels like to go from dead broke, literally cutting out coupons to survive, to being a millionaire in less than a year. It's an indescribable feeling. Sometimes I still pinch myself when I wake up to make sure I'm not dreaming. I went from worrying about if I was going to be kicked out of my house and living on the streets to wondering if I should buy a new Mercedes and a second home. I no longer had to think about trying to find a job. Instead, my day consisted of spending time with my daughter, checking my website analytics from my home computer or sometimes on my cell phone when I'm out shopping, going on vacation, and spending more time with friends. For the first time in my life since I lost my husband, I felt truly happy and proud of myself for what I accomplished. My friends and family then started coming to me for advice. Steve, my brother, who helped me build my site, was the first to approach me. He was shocked and amazed at how profitable the site he built for me had become. So I showed him step by step the ins and outs on how to get visitors to his website. Next, it was some of the women I met in my support group for widows of fallen soldiers. There were women going through the same money situation as I was. And since I was in that same position not too long ago, I knew exactly how they felt. So I wanted to do my best to help them. You see, the beauty about getting to the point where money isn't a worry anymore, you start thinking about life differently. I started thinking about how I got to where I was now. I started thinking about how I could make a difference in the world and make people's lives better. I realized that helping my brother Steve and the women in my support group make money online brought me even more joy than it did making myself money. I started thinking to myself, heck, maybe I'll stop focusing on how to make more money for myself and start teaching these secrets to other people. After all, I knew exactly how it felt to be on the verge of poverty, and helping people achieve financial freedom for themselves would bring me more joy than focusing on just living for myself and trying to make millions of dollars more. So once again, I got Steve to help me create a system that would allow anyone, regardless of if they have any computer experience at all, to get their very own coupon website. I have to say, these websites have come a long way since I first started. The websites I use now are way nicer than what I originally started out with. Just take a look for yourself. Pretty nice, huh? I bet you're wondering how easy these are to use, too, right? Let me show you a quick demonstration on just how easy it is.
Step 1. Type in the domain URL into the software. For this demo video, we'll just pick a random domain. Let's pretend it's called marthasoffers.xyz. Next, we'll type in the ClickBank ID of the user. This is the ID that will track all the sales from the website, so you'll be paid for anyone who tries an item on this site. Let's pretend the ClickBank ID is Martha123. Click Save. After this, let's build a site. Click on Build a Live Site. Then we'll go to Settings. Here, we'll give the website a name. Let's pretend it's Martha's Flash Offers. Click Save. Then after that, we'll edit the SEO settings. Because we want to make your site rank in the search engines, we're going to insert SEO site keywords and site description in these fields. Let's type in hot deals and trial offers in the SEO keyword field. In the site description section, let's type in the best offers on the web. We'll click Save here. Step 2. Boom. That's it. Your website is ready. Let's access your website to take a look at what it looks like right now, shall we? After the site loads, as you can see, your awesome freebie item giveaway website is ready to make you money. It's as easy as that, as long as you use our awesome software. This really is push-button money. And to make things even easier for you, we'll build the entire site for you, so you don't have to do anything. How easy is that?
If you'd like to start tapping into the enormous money-making potential with your very own freebie giveaway website, the same website I used to make my fortune, you just may be in luck, because now is your lucky day. You see, I'm not going to charge you $1,997 like the greedy television executives suggested that they'd do after they buy the rights to my method. I'm not going to try to sell you your very own money-generating freebie giveaway site for $497. Times are tough right now. I know most people don't have hundreds of dollars just lying around. I get it. Times are tough right now. I know most people don't have hundreds of dollars lying around. I get it. I was there. I know what it's like. Remember that a national television network has approached me to produce a reality TV show using my amazingly simple methods. Let me remind you that we're in the process of negotiating the contractual details, and the final deadline is set for October 27th at midnight Eastern Time of this year. After this date, I may no longer hold the rights to this method, and I've already heard from the production executives that they plan to rebrand and resell this method for at least $1,997 a person. So if you want to get your chance to try this for free, then you need to get it right now. Yes, on this page right now, I'm giving you the opportunity to have your own money-making freebie giveaway website custom built for you for absolutely free. That's right, you heard me right. Free. So what's the catch, you might be asking? Every website on the internet requires a server to host it. The sites I'm going to give you are no different. In fact, the website I am giving you will be custom built on advanced enterprise technology and will be hosted, managed, and maintained by a third-party hosting company. So I only ask that you pay the small cost of hosting your site. Now, the hosting is what allows the website to be online, if you're not familiar with what that is. Every website on the internet has to use a web host to keep itself online. Most web hosts charge anywhere from $20 to $40 per month. But the best thing is, unlike other website hosting companies out there that charge you a monthly hosting fee, I'm not even going to charge you a monthly fee. In fact, we've worked out a special deal to allow you to host your freebie giveaway website for a one-time fee of the price you see on this page right now. I'm sure you'll agree that this is a very fair price, since you're going to get a completely free, custom-built, money-making website, and in exchange, all you need to do is cover the cost of hosting it. I don't mind paying for and custom building you a website out of my own pocket, then giving it to you for free. But I do need you to cover the small cost of website hosting. If I did everything for you, you probably wouldn't take this seriously. I need you to show me that you're serious too. And to make things even easier for you, I'm actually going to back this offer up with a 100% satisfaction money-back guarantee. So this means you're actually not risking anything, because your no-obligation one-time payment for hosting is totally refundable. Rest assured and understand that this offer is absolutely backed by an ironclad 100% money-back guarantee, so you can have us custom build the site for you, knowing that you're not risking a single penny. Now, if that wasn't amazing enough, if you take action today, I'm going to give you the following. Once we set up your website for you, I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to show you exactly how I was able to get floods of traffic to my website using free traffic sources on the internet. I literally spent hundreds of hours researching these methods and tested every single one of them personally. I've included the ones that worked the best for me and left out the methods that didn't work. I created a guide called 7 Foolproof Methods to Get Free Traffic, which contains all of my best secrets on getting visitors to your coupon website absolutely free. I've personally used these methods to generate enormous amounts of money from my website, so I'm sure you're going to love them. This guide alone would be worth $197. But again, I'm not going to charge you. It's yours. For free. I'm also going to give you a step-by-step guide that teaches you everything you need to know about your website and how to get the most out of it. I can guarantee you that if my 72-year-old neighbor can follow the simple instructions and understand it, then you can too. Of course, I'll always be here for you if you have any questions or need some advice on anything every step of the way also. Did you know that it's actually possible to make money from your website even when people leave your coupon site? We'll show you the secrets that huge companies like Groupon, Amazon, Apple, and even Google use to make money off of you, even after you leave their website. In fact, if you use the secrets contained inside this amazing method, we're going to show you how to supercharge your website's profitability and make money from it even while you sleep. We'll show you how to handle everything on your new freebie giveaway website from start to finish. Again, if my 72-year-old neighbor can understand it, I'm sure you're not going to have a problem at all, even if you're not familiar with computers whatsoever. Everything will be set up with step-by-step instructions on how to get the most out of your new profit-generating coupon business. Since we know that most of you who try this are not computer science graduates, we wanted to make sure that you would have someone to help you fix technical problems and other server-related issues that you may run into. Normally, this kind of after-sales support service would require you to pay a hefty recurring monthly bill. But as part of today's amazing package, I'm going to throw in after-sales web hosting and technical support assistance to you absolutely free. And finally, we're also going to give you unlimited lifetime updates to your website The system is constantly being updated and improved with new updates and strategies. And whenever a new version is released, you will receive an email from us that allows you to download the latest version for free. Now you may be wondering why I'd be willing to literally give you your own website, the same type of website that I use to make all my money, for free. Well, there are a few reasons, to be honest. I've been fortunate enough to make enough money to never have to worry about money again. I've also struggled, and I know what it's like to be searching desperately for work, or just not having enough money to make ends meet. I believe everyone has the right to enjoy life the way it was meant to be enjoyed, not stressing out about money. The joy I get from helping other people achieve financial success is almost payment enough. Finally, I plan on creating my own charity to support widows of fallen soldiers in the military. If I can help enough people get financial freedom, it will raise my own popularity and hopefully help drive donations to the charity. Not a bad plan, right? One more thing. The sale of the rights to the television network will provide the funds to kickstart this charity. So after the settlement date on October 27th at midnight Eastern Time of this year, I'll no longer have the rights to this method, and chances are you're going to pay thousands of dollars to get the same information. So you must act right now. Get it for free while you still can, and just cover the small cost of hosting. Remember, your website is going to be one of the best-looking, most professional coupon sites on the internet. You'll be able to customize the look and feel of it, get your own domain name, and have your logo customized by us, and so much more. It will be mobile optimized and ready to start generating you money the very same day you get access to it. All of the free samples will be automatically updated to your website on a daily basis, so you'll have hundreds of free items to give away for free from the very get-go. Just imagine getting paid every time someone claims a free item from your website. Then having that person come back, sometimes on a daily basis, to get more freebies. Pretty soon, this person is going to tell his or her friends about your website, and the word is going to spread, and before you know it, who knows? Maybe you'll be out shopping for a new Mercedes like I was just a few weeks ago. To get a website like this customized with all of the knowledge, time, and effort I have put into creating it would be well worth over $10,000, considering how much potential it has to generate money for you. But right now, if you act today, you're still able to get it for free. Just pay the one-time hosting fee of the amount you see on the screen today, and you're all set. You'll be able to get paid weekly or bi-weekly, just like clockwork, no matter where you live in the world. This system works regardless of what country you're in, or even if where you live coupons are not very popular. You'll be able to get paid either by direct deposit, PayPal, check, or wire transfers. Right now, since you're seeing this page, you are still able to take advantage of this amazing offer. But it's not going to be here forever. You don't need arguments. You don't need explanations. You need real facts. There are only two things you can do now. Just two. Option 1. You can close this page and leave right now and keep on living life the way you are. Since you've watched this far, then chances are you'd like to make more income and have more money to spend. But instead of taking up this amazing risk-free offer, where we're literally going to custom build you a money-making website, you're just going to walk away from it and pretend that you never saw this video. Sure, you'll be able to save the one-time payment for the website hosting cost, but what are you really risking? I guarantee you, 1 year later, your situation isn't going to get any better because you don't have the skills, knowledge, or know-how to pull yourself out of the rat race that has resulted in you watching this video till now. Option 2. You can give my amazing offer a try and have us build you a custom money-making website and have everything hand-delivered to you on a platter. You'll get instant access to a custom-designed and expertly built freebie giveaway website. And not only that, we'll provide the hosting and after-sales customer support, not to mention give you a foolproof method to generate visitors to your website and show you the secret to make money online even when people leave your site. So that means you'll literally be making money while you sleep. But remember, the deadline is October 27th at midnight Eastern Time of this year. So this is your chance to become yet another success story of ours. instead of watching it wistfully. It's your chance to pass something on to your children besides stress. It's your chance to become a boss instead of working for one. If you act now, your total risk is the one-time minimal 100% refundable amount to cover the website hosting you see on the page right now. But this introductory price could end at any time. So click the button below now to get started, because you deserve to have financial freedom, and you deserve to have it now. So what are you waiting for? Take action for yourself. Take action for your family. Take action for any reason. Just try it. It's risk-free. Click that button now. Remember, this really is absolutely risk-free with a 60-day 100% satisfaction guarantee. And I have to once again warn you, if you don't take action immediately, I cannot promise that you'll be able to receive these secrets after today. Click the big button right now and give it a test drive for 60 days. We're confident that you're going to be absolutely blown away by the secrets you are about to discover. Let's face it, you and your family deserve a secure and safe financial future. I know that. And if you've watched this far, you know that as well. Now is the time to take what is rightfully yours. Now is the time to experience the kind of lifestyle that you were destined and deserve to live. Now is the time to change your life. Once you click the button below, your order will be placed in queue to have us custom build and host your money-making coupon website. On top of that, if you act today, you're going to get access to the following bonuses. Fast Action Bonus Number 1. 7 foolproof methods to get free traffic special report. Fast Action Bonus Number 2. How to make money even when people leave your site. Fast Action Bonus Number 3. Quick Start Guide. Fast Action Bonus Number 4. Free website hosting and technical support. Fast Action Bonus Number 5. Unlimited lifetime updates. Make today the day that you change your life once and for all. It only takes one click of the button below. I don't want you to lose out on this opportunity and end up hating yourself later on when you realize what you missed out on. I've put an enormous amount of work into this system so you don't have to. The only thing you need to do is literally take action right here, right now, and commit to changing your life, building a better future, and having more money to do whatever you want with. I'll be here every step of the way with you, and all I ask is that when you make your first $1,000, shoot me an email and let me know, because nothing could make me happier. Just click the button below to get started, and I'll see you on the other side.